You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Sijiks are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion. Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me. All right, then.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters.
Huh? You're someone who can got some good blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Go tell the commander. I'm sure the boot in your arse will take your mind off your troubles. So what's your story?
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Walk away, now.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them? It is time for my splendor to return to Skyrim. But the token of my truth lies buried in the ruins of my once great temple, now tainted by a profane darkness skittering within. The necromancer Malkaran defiles my shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds. I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion. You will enter my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler. Mortals call it Dawnbreaker, for it was forged in a holy light that breaks. You will enter my shrine, destroy Malkaran and but a single candle can banish the darkness of the entire... My beacon is sure to attract. But if you are wise, you will heed. Go now. The artifact must be reclaimed, and Malkaran has forced the doors shut. But this is my temple, and it responds to my decree. I will send down a ray of light. Guide this light through my temple, and its doors will open.
right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Let's get going then. Be careful. I've never seen anything quite like... Huh? the hurry?
The defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal. Malkaran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald. Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow. It matters not. The plant cares nothing for the rays that bring it the warmth of the sun.
I'm right behind you. Lead on.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection.
Watch what you're... Everything... On the one, but on the other, all that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. I'd even buy one of your relatives. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. do come back.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest ingredients. Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Tired of ready soup? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of finest ingredients. Tired of bread and steak? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Chops and steaks. See my selection of the finest quality meats. Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of finest ingredients. The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Of a sort. Within the... If I had a septum, why? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived... city for 20 years. 20!
Retrieved the horn of Jorgen Windcoat. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Ringra, Rossi, Alan, Strondul, Rossi, Balan, Ro, Bran, now. Al Sulek do Khan, Al Sulek do Shor, Al Knal Sulek do Atmarazavud. Meisnu Ishmir do Vazebrod, Daman da Rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Really? Where? Interesting. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are... For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, but we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragon. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their... Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse. I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor Embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich... I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toad, that's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too.
There once was a hero.
Need some? Khajiit? Really? You're who she picked? Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes... Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were... If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
Word is the College of Mages is back to normal, if there's such a thing for that lot.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you, which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party... the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree.
And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Go right on in. The party has already started.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. Please,
Madam
tell me
Ambassador,
more about
I'm
yourself.
so
What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
The hospitality of the Thalmor
I don't
Embassy
recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party. We have a relationship of mutual. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone. Until next time.
I hope you're enjoying the music, sir.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. May wisdom light your path.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told them to cut me off. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. I need another drink.
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable. Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at all. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is.
What can I get for you? Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy. I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment. See ya.
You there, servant girl. What's your name, dear?
Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
Did you see that serving girl? I hear elf women are insatiable. Really? Yes, maybe that would be just the thing. She seemed to be playing hard to get when I spoke to her earlier. Go on. See what she says. Now you've gone and gotten my hopes up again.
It's only a matter of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
I hope you're enjoying
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was after. I hate working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone, politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would. Good day.
Have you talked to Braylus yet? I'm not a patient man, you know. Ha! I knew it. No woman yet born has been able to resist my charms for long. Thank you, my friend. I owe you one. Hello, my dear. I got your message. Where shall we go?
What? I'm sorry, sir, but you must have misunderstood. I'm not permitted to leave the party.
Oh, I don't think so. I think I understand perfectly. Don't worry, my dear. I will make any necessary excuses to your employer.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't go anywhere with you. I won't. Please, I must get back to my duties.
Don't you dare walk away from me, you slut! Do you know who I am?
Please, sir, leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry you cried.